We are so proud and so chuffed to announce something big today, the world title fight rematch between George Kambosos Jr and Devin Haney right here in Melbourne on Sunday the 16th of October. Last time these two got in the ring together was in June this year in Melbourne also, and it was a capacity crowd. 42,000 people came to watch these two fight. And this is a chance for a repeat match or a revenge match where Devin gets to fight for his title. We're really excited about this, and the Victorian government is backing this because it matters to boxing fans. It matters to this sports mad city that we are. We get a lot of people attending sporting events here in Melbourne because we love our sport, and boxing is one of the special ones, and we expect a sellout crowd for this on the 16th of October. So welcome everybody on the Sunday the 16th of October, and when you're here, stay for the MotoGP in Phillip Island, also in the same state, and a whole bunch of other events that are happening at the bottom half of this year. We're really looking forward to this event. Local Greek Australian boy, George, wanting to fight for the title against Devin, and we encourage everybody to come down to Melbourne. We expect thousands of people to come from the rest of Australia like they did last time. In fact, 20,000 people last time came from other parts of the country and overseas, and we expect similar crowd attendances from other parts of Australia here for this match on the 16th of October. We're backing it because it matters to sports mad fans. We're backing it because it matters to boxing, but we're backing it because it matters to businesses. When people come here, they spend money in businesses. As Warren said, the sun is shining. October the weather will be warmer, and there's a lot to do in Melbourne. We warmly welcome you to Melbourne. There's a lot of stuff to do here beyond the boxing match. Food and restaurants and beaches. Come down. Look forward to it. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Warren. To Minister Demopoulos, Minister for Tourism, Sport and Major Events, CEO Brendan McClements of Visit Victoria and CEO of MOPT, John Harnden. Members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. Now let's just take a moment to reflect on the significance of this. This will be the second time within 5 months that Melbourne will host the undisputed lightweight world championship. That is huge. These are few and far between events, and there's 2 of these happening in Melbourne within a 5-month period. It is absolutely huge. And this time in the wonderful Rod Laver Arena. And Aussie fans, you know, RLA, Rod Laver Arena needs no introduction. But for our US fans, and when we started discussing the venue with our US promoters, Top Rank and DeBella and ESPN, oh, Rod Laver, yeah, the tennis. So this is, again, a really well-recognised venue. It's going to be smaller. It's going to be intimate. A lot of boxing fans are going to love that. Now, it's been billed as repeat or revenge. Will Devin Haney repeat that jab, fighting from the outside, controlling it from the outside? Or will it be revenge for George Kambosos Jr? What I do know is never, ever underestimate George Kambosos Jr. He's done it before, he can do it again, and this is everything on the line for him. Whilst the event is certainly about the main event and the main fighters, we're working incredibly hard at the moment to secure our undercard. And again, we can assure you an exciting and stacked undercard of fights. This is a full Sunday of world-class boxing, culminating in Haney v Kambosos. These things don't happen without a lot of partnership and a lot of hard work. And I'd like to take this moment to thank Visit Victoria and the Victorian Government for the huge support in making this event happen. You know, it's second time in 5 months. And when we look at the results of what the first fight delivered, as you heard, 42,000 fans, of which close to half came from outside the state of Victoria. You know, boxing at the very top level attracts a truly global audience and truly global interest. And we look to do that again. To Melbourne Olympic Park Trust and John Harnden and the team, great to be working with you and the team here at this fantastic precinct. And all of the promoters, you heard them rattle off a bunch of names. You know, Top Rank and the legendary Bob Arum, DeBella Entertainment and Lou DeBella, who just got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Duco Events, TEG Sport, Foxtel Main Event, our great partners locally, and ESPN. Let's not forget how many households this will go into around the world and across America. It's a great partnership between all the promoters that have made this happen. And it's great to even be delivering this launch event on two sides of the world at the same time. As I said, a smaller, more intimate stadium. What that means is we do expect this will sell out quickly. We would encourage everybody to get onto the pre-sale at tegsport.com.au and make that a priority today. However, corporate packages are on sale now. If you want a ringside seat, now is the time to get it. vipnow.com.au. So it's best of luck to our two fighters. And here we go again. And here's to an epic Sunday come October 16th. Thanks, everyone.
You know, I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm really thankful to the Victorian government for having us back and showing us the same kind of hospitality and desire to do a big event that they did the last time. We had 42,000 people. It was an incredible crowd, one of the biggest ever in Melbourne for boxing. And it showed not only is Melbourne a great city, but Melbourne's an incredible sports city. And we're really looking forward to coming back. And this should be a sensational fight. I expect it to be much better than the first fight, because in the first fight, frankly, George couldn't do anything. His game plan didn't work. He wasn't really himself. And Devin Haney dominated that fight and did what he pretty much wanted to do. I do not believe George is going to make it so easy for him this time. I think that George is going to take chances. I think he's going to show you why he's nicknamed the Spartan Warrior. I think Devin's going to try to put an exclamation point on his undisputed status. I think he's going to try to show people he's pound for pound and that he can beat George even more convincingly. But I think there's going to be a lot more fireworks. I think it's going to be a sensational fight, and Bob and I are going to make sure that there's a sensational undercard. George is going to have to take chances. George is going to have to, fight through a jab. Devin showed a pretty good blueprint for how, he can beat George Kambosos. But George did not fight his fight, and he's going to have to get out there and fight his fight. And he's a warrior. He's going to try to walk through the fire this time. He knows what he has to do. He has to fight a different fight. I expect him to fight a different fight. I expect a lot more fire in this fight. When you see more fire, there's more risk. Either man can score a knockdown. Either man can hurt the other. If George is really going to commit himself to going after Devin, we're going to see some fireworks.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to say that Vasily has arrived in the United States with his entire family, and they set up training in the Los Angeles area, and Vasily will have his first fight back on October 29th, and I look forward to matching the winner of the fight between Haney and Kambosos against Lomachenko in the first quarter of next year. Yeah, I want to talk about rematches. People say, who really don't follow boxing the way I do and the way Lou does, why do a rematch? But I go back to history. I mean, people who were around then remember that Joe Frazier dominated Muhammad Ali in their first fight. And when the rematch came, Ali clearly was the better man and won the rematch. More recently, Sugar Ray Leonard, facing Roberto Duran in Montreal, lost to Duran convincingly. And 5 months later, when they did the rematch, Leonard proved to be the superior fighter and not only won the fight, but made Duran quit. So rematches can be even more interesting than the original fight. And I really believe Both fighters are going to bring this and give a great, great fight to the public, not only all the fans in Melbourne, but the millions of people watching around the world.
Bob, you predicted the result of the first fight back in June, and you encouraged George not to take this fight, but you must respect the fact that he's determined to right the wrongs of June and come out as a winner this time around.
If he approaches the fight differently, he has a good chance. If he fights the same fight that he fought last time, he has no chance. So we'll have to see which George Kambosos shows up, the one who fought and beat Teofimo Lopez, or the one who fought from the outside and wasn't aggressive against Devin Haney.
It will be fascinating. There's
I'm expecting
no
to see
question
a
about
different
that.
George Kambosos, and I'm expecting to see a better fight.
Well, we're going to first stop is we're going to go to the government of Victoria and see what's in their treasury to see if we can do it in Australia. But no, that's a tremendous match for boxing, and I think boxing fans around the world can't wait to have one undisputed heavyweight champion, which they'll have after Usyk and Fury fight. Yeah, last time I was here, there was no sun. All right, I was here. I was delighted when you said that the sun is out now in Melbourne, and in October we'll have getting to have summer weather. So I can't wait to experience the real great weather in Melbourne.
But right now, joining us here this morning in Melbourne, would you please welcome the former world champion, George Kambosos Jr.
Yeah, living good, I've been blessed, yeah. Shout out all my enemies, all the best. You can set me free or give me death, man, I'm on my way. Yeah.
First of all, thank God. I'm blessed to be back here. My Orthodox belief in my corner as well. So, I'm very blessed to be back here. Life has been good. Life has been simple. Life has been quiet, just the way I was before becoming a champion. So, I'm very blessed to get this opportunity. I'm very humbled by it, and I can't wait. It's going to be a good show, and October 16 is where I'll do my talking. Yeah, it's very nice. That's my whole career where I've been an underdog. So, this is nothing new for me now. This is a good position I'm in, and October 16th is where it would all happen. Yeah, look, it is what it is. The changes will be made. I'm sure Haney's going to make more changes as well. And, I look forward to doing my talking in the ring. I'll be very focused, and I will be showing up October 16th. I just hope, for the fans, for the love of the sport, that, we give a good fight. We give an action fight, not a fight where, there's a lot of holding and less action. So it'll be exciting, and October 16th is where I'll do my talking. Yeah, look, it's my momentum was never able to let go. But look, I'm not going to take it away from Devin. Fantastic win. He's a man of his word. Him and his father, they will come back, give me the shot like I gave them a shot. But, the hard-working fans, they pay a lot of money for a good action fight. So, I just hope that this referee this time does justice for the fight and, lets the fight, go the way it's meant to be. But, that's in the past now. I'll focus on one thing. That's for me and my small team, to work out, which we're already doing. And October 16th, you're going to have to tune in. But he's a good fighter. He's a good champion. I look forward to, testing my skills. A lot of people are, not excited about the rematch. But as a former champion, as a fighter, how could I pass up on this opportunity? As a father, as a role model for my 3 kids, when the going gets tough and unfortunately you don't succeed in something, do you just throw it in? I want to be the best role model for my 3 kids. So, I had to take this rematch, and I'll be very excited for October 16th. Yeah, look, unfortunately, the crowd was taken out. You know, there was no momentum in the fight, you know, due to certain things, but that's in the past. Rod Laver is going to be beautiful, beautiful arena. You know, I've had the privilege to watch, you know, the tennis here. And, you know, it's an amazing arena, 15,000, 16,000. It's going to be jam-packed. Total different atmosphere. This is a Coliseum and, you know, the underdog is back. Yeah, look, my focus is on one person. You know, I don't even think about Lomachenko. Devin Haney is the only person in my mind. But a lot of respect for my Orthodox brother in Lomachenko, and you know, I wish him all the best. And I know he's got a fight coming up, so you know, I hope that he's victorious, and we'll see down the line. But for now, there's only one man that I'm focused on. That's Devin Haney. There's little mistakes were made, but you know, you correct your mistakes. I really got to thank, you know, Devin and obviously Bill, you know, for their victory, because you get to look at yourself at a whole other level, and you remove the baggage and you focus on what you do best. So, you know, a loss is great, and little mistakes were made in that way, and I made the way. It only took, you know, 10, 15 minutes, but not the way I like to do business, not the way I've ever done business in my whole professional career, and scales were right or wrong. You know, this time will be a different story. No, straight away when I went to the dressing room, I was happy. You know, for me, I take every experience as it is. You know, I hadn't lost in about 10, 11 years since the amateur days. So for me, it's an experience. And like I said, I thank Devin for giving me that experience. And it's a time to reflect, you know, on the mistakes, on things that are not right. And I got to go back to the person that got to become world champion, you know, Ferocious. So, you know, no, there was no upset. Obviously, everyone wants to win, especially in front of your home crowd. But, you know, I go back to what I do best. Yeah, look, the lightweight division is, like I've said, such an unbelievable division. And, you know, me and Devin have been in the ring together. We made a big fight happen. We're going to do it again. You know, me and Lopez done the same thing. So you can see from my side that I'm always chasing the biggest and best fights. I saw a funny photo of the four kings. And it's funny that half of them I've fought, you know, beat one, obviously lost to the other one, but, you know, focused on beating him this time. It's a great division. But for me, yes, I'm 29. This is do or die for me now. You will not see me if I don't overcome this fight back in Australia fighting, you know, domestic guys. That's not me. So everything I have, I'll be putting it to that ring and obviously my training, and, you know, God willing, I'll be victorious October 16th. It's been like that my whole career, though. You know, for the Lopez fight, for the Selby fight, even against Bay back in the day. It's always been like that. The only time it changed is the first fight with Haney, where in the back of your mind you do have that rematch clause. It wasn't do or die. That's not when I'm at my best. So do or die for me, it is. It could be the last time you ever see Kambosos, or I got all the belts back.
Oh, I mean, I just want to thank God a lot for, you know, me being here, me and my dad being here. This is another great opportunity for us. You know, we're happy to be here to defend our belts that we worked so hard for. And my attitude hasn't changed. You know, I got a lot of respect for George, and I look to, you know, put on another great performance and show how much I've improved since the last fight. You know, after the last fight, we haven't stopped working. We've been critiquing our performance, and we're going to come in even better this time around.
Yes, sir. Inshallah, that God willing, I'll be able to be there every step of the way. You know, thank you to the Victorian government who did a great job in getting me over. You know, I thank them, and I thank the Australian people and Top Rank, Lou DeBella, and everyone that you know put an effort into getting me over there to help my son. It was an incredible time. We had a short-lived celebration, and then we went right back to work. We don't take anything away from the Kambosos team, and we know that they're going to come determined and very hungry.
Yeah, I know that it's going to be summertime there, so we're going to do a full 3-week camp there just to get acclimated to the humidity and the weather, because it'll be winter here and summer there. So yeah, 3 weeks. I mean, I put on a great performance for what, you know, George Kambosos brought to the brought to the table. But this fight, I feel like it will be even better because I know George is going to come to fight. He's going to give it his all, even more than he did the first time. So it'll make for me to be able to showcase my skills even more. And it'll be better this time around for me. It was a dream come true for me to become undisputed, my name be mentioned with the greats. But it doesn't stop there. You know, I want my name to be mentioned with the greats still. I want my name to be mentioned with Pernell Whitaker. He was undisputed, but he defended his belts, as undisputed. And I want to do the same thing. You know, I want my name to be with those guys who defended the belts. And I will be the youngest to defend the belts and come out victorious, inshallah.
Oh, absolutely. For Vasily Lomachenko to come to the United States and overcome everything that he's done, and then to get in the ring. So these guys are warriors. Lomachenko is a good fighter, but I know that there's something special about Devin. But right now we have George Kambosos on the menu for October the 16th. And that's what it is. Our focus is 100% on him, and Devin making history. This is an historic fight for Devin in the sense of that no one in the four-belt era, other than Pernell Whitaker, has ever got the belts and defended them. So it's a great opportunity to add to his legacy by going over to Australia and doing it in front of the Australian fans once again.
Yeah, to add to that, at the end of the day, my main focus right now is George Kambosos. And then after, I'm victorious, I'm going to leave it up to my dad and, let him choose and let him see how I look. And because at the end of the day, he's been there since day one. He knows me better than anybody. So, he feels like, I'm fit enough and my weight is good and I could stay and fight. Then we'll do it. But it's all up to my dad, my coach, and we'll see what's next. But right now, our main focus is George Kambosos and, going back to Australia and doing it once again to, perform at the top level as best as I can for the Australian fans and the Australian people and to go in there and have fun. Yeah, we just got to see, we take it one fight at a time. And like I said, it's up to my dad. If my dad, feels like, my weight cut is going good and I'm looking strong, then we'll stay. But if not, then we're gonna move up. But it all starts here. Our main focus right now is George Kambosos, and it starts here. I gotta be victorious in this fight, and then we move forward. But right now, I know George is hungrier than ever, and he's gonna come in there and he's gonna give it his all. So I'm gonna be ready for whatever he brings to the table. And yeah, life hasn't changed for me. At the end of the day, I'm still the same person, still the same fighter. At the end of the day, I knew that I was going to win, so it's not a surprise for me. It just made me hungrier because it's hard to get the belts, but it's even harder to keep them. So I know that a lot of people want my head even more now, so it made me even more hungrier. Yeah, I mean, it was a great, reaction from the world. A lot of the people around the world was supporting me, so I was happy that I was able to bring the belts back. And but it doesn't stop there. Now we gotta defend the belts, and that's what's most important now. Seeing all the Muslim people that were supporting me, the indigenous people that were supporting me, I gained so many fans, so many, new fans, and met a lot of great people there. And I look forward to coming back.
Welcome back again, George. It was great.
And one more. Perfect, thank you.
That's beautiful.
But obviously I love Melbourne.
Yeah.
And how's the team? Okay, yeah, cool, rich man.
Yeah.
They're ready, 1, 2, 3. Perfect, again, ready, 1, 2, 3. And one more, ready, 1, 2, 3. And what? Perfect.
Thank you, Edwin.
No worries. Thanks so much.
Thanks, bro.
Lovely, ready, 1, 2, 3. Again. And one more. Perfect, check that. And just one last shot on the computer. For right here, no? Another test. 1, 2, 3. There. Couple more and we're done. And 1, 2, 3. It's not a bit more dynamic, maybe the fists apart. It's really like. Again.
Just one fish down the barrel.
Look, it is what it is. The fight went the way it went. And, obviously not the fight that I wanted when it comes to terms without any warnings. It could have been even. I still, looking at the fight from the commentary, it was a close fight. There were things there where you can see the way I'm relaxed. I'm not on edge like I was the last time. And I'm not run to the ground. Last time I was run to the ground with so many commitments. No, it's none of that. It's about proving something to myself, but also being a great role model for my kids, my 3 kids, and for the world to see where sometimes things don't go right for whatever reason, but instead of throwing in the towel or saying, nah, I'm not going to go back there and revisit that, you go back and you try your best. So that's what it's about for me. It's about for my kids to see that, you know what, Dad failed on one thing, but he come back and was victorious again. So it's very important for me and my family. Yeah, obviously there's a lot there, and we've made our changes and we'll adapt. I'm sure he's going to make his changes as well, but that's for everyone to see on October 16th. I'll do my talking in the ring. Yeah, look, totally up to him, whatever way he wants to do it. If he wants to be a pay-per-view star, you expect him to show a little bit more instead of just the jab and the hold and the ducking and the running. So I hope he does bring a bit more of an approach for the fans for boxing. But we'll be ready for whatever way this time. It's been out of reach, out of sight, just enjoying the fruits of my labour, and looking forward to the world scene on October 16th. Yeah, look, Rod Laver is going to be beautiful. Look, Marvel was amazing. Always want to find a stadium, but I think this is going to be more special when I come back and and the new here in that Raw, in that stadium, in such a coliseum. It's a very tight-knit arena where you can hear a pin drop. I was very fortunate to watch the tennis here, and fellow Greek Tsitsipas, so just seeing the crowd there, how loud it was, this is going to be amazing when it's sold out. This will sell out. Kambosos is still the biggest draw in Australian boxing, and still a massive draw in the world of boxing, but I look forward to showing who I am on October 16th. Yes, it's better for me. I've always been like that. No plan B, do or die. And like I said, if I'm not victorious, adios, Ferocious Kambosos. But, where I'm in such a great position, I'm so blessed to be in this position. I thank God for this position, because I'm one victory away from being at the top again and having all the belts and, being the undisputed champion again. So, it's a great moment for me, for my career. This is what it's all about. Yeah, look, it's a beautiful thing. It's where I've been my whole career, and I love that underdog mentality. I lost that in the last fight. I didn't have that. So to be back in the trenches, to be back in the dark, to be back where I'm left alone. I can train in peace. And I've been able to get rid of a lot of baggage around me.